Okay.
Hello, good morning and welcome to New Forest Morphs. Jad and I have been coming in this morning to do our usual cleaning. And what happened, Jad, when you came in?
I came in and one of these rubs, this one here, see we put a bit of cardboard there now.
Yeah.
I came in and it looked like this. And I looked inside and there was no snake. I thought, oh dear, what's going on?
So, ladies and gentlemen, we've just had our first escapee of, ever, really, isn't it, Jad? It's the first time we've ever had a snake escape. And it's mainly because this particular rub that we built ourselves, Izzy was the lady that had a night on the town last night, and you can see that they're so beautifully made that they're really easy to slide in and out. Unfortunately, as the snakes get bigger, they get stronger. And she took her opportunities and she had a night on the town, didn't she, Jared?
Yeah.
So to combat that, Jared's got a very makeshift, easy bit of cardboard that lodges that in there, that makes it virtually impossible for that animal to come out now. So we had a bit of a scare. We ended up searching through the whole facility. We went behind the back of the freezer, went behind the back of the incubators, and we couldn't find it. And I thought to myself, I wonder if she has stayed within this location, didn't I, Jared? And I said, why don't we try looking from where she is and then working her way out? Because she doesn't obviously want to drop off the floor, so she'll probably work her way up through here. And then it dawned on me that when we set up these herb exotic racks, there's quite a big hole behind every rack which allows for cables, and it's big enough for Izzy to go in. Now, Jared said to me that most snakes will seek a heat source, and so the reality is when you lose an escapee, they're likely to be in a rack system somewhere outside the rub near a heat mat, and
or behind like a fridge or something.
Yeah, and lo and behold, having actually gone through and spent a long time thinking, where has she gone? We then thought, well, let's just have a little look, and we actually went up to Rambo's rub, and we pulled out Rambo at the back, and as we pulled him out, we looked behind him. Have a look, Jack, behind there, and you can see the hole. And she was actually sitting on the edge of the heat mat, wasn't she? She wasn't on the heat mat, thank goodness, but she was on the edge, taking some heat off it. And there's Rambo. So he obviously is very attractive. So Izzy was attracted. So is that a natural pairing for next year, Jack? Maybe. What would that give us if we put a desert ghost Enchi to a yellow belly pied?
You get an Enchi yellow belly, 100% het pied, 100% het desert ghost.
It's not a bad idea, is it?
And 50% het Caramac.
Maybe that's a sign for us to think about. But let's have a look at Izzy, because she's the one that's the star of today's show, and I think it's lovely that we can share with you all our different things that go on here. And she must be getting on for nearly 800, almost ready to move up, Jared. So we'll leave her in peace. And the other good news is Jared has been labelling up, and we had a full shedding out on clutch number 7, was it?
I think so.
And that was the mocha girl to the Ultramel Mojave. And we've worked out we've got 2 female bells, so come and have a look at them. We'll put them in the spotlight.
If anyone's good at IDing mochas, please let us know, because telling the difference between a mocha and a normal is very hard.
Yeah. Shall we start with the bell girls first? Because
Sure.
they're beautiful, Jad, aren't they? And you believe that they're both girls?
Yeah, I sexed them this morning and
Yeah.
I didn't see any hemipenes.
We'll resex them again as they get bigger, but they are beautiful. And I think what we can do is I'll take both of them out and show them as a pair in the light box, I think, Chad. And this one's hiding behind the towels. Look how gorgeous she is. She's absolutely beautiful, Chad. Lovely deep blue eye. And we'll take them together as a pair, shall we, and video them in the light box and have a look at them as a pair. There we go. Actually, I'll just do it here for starters. Isn't that beautiful? Aren't they lovely? Let's put them in the light box. There you go, Jack. Get in there before they start crawling. And that's lovely. Aren't they just beautiful, Jared? See their lovely blue eye. They've got a little bit of a yellow stripe on their backs, which is what the Mojave and the Ultramel does, I think. Because when we look at Casper, who's the boy from last year, he's got the same pattern on the back of his back.
That's from the bamboo.
Is it from the bamboo, do you think?
Yeah.
Have they got a yellow bit in them? I thought I could see a bit of a yellow in them. Can you not see the little yellow?
They've got
one?
a stripe down the middle of their back, It's a bit pinky at the moment.
Yeah, I wonder if that's from the Mojave, Jared.
I think it's more likely the Mocha. But it could be the Mojave.
Yeah.
They're very pretty though.
Yeah, they're lovely, aren't they? So we'll slip these ones back. Oh, I can see the yellow in them now, Jared. Just look at the yellow banding on those.
Your tan line's lovely as well.
Thank you. You can see that I've been out enjoying myself but protecting my main body and allowing the rest of my body, and she's just lovely, isn't she? So if they're both girls, we'll be keeping both these two bells, but we may be selling one of our, we've got 3 boys, so we may be selling one of our adult bells. We haven't decided which one yet. It might be the super lesser or it might be the Mocha lesser. We're going to keep Casper because he's got
Mojave lesser.
Mojave lesser, yeah. We'll keep Casper, but let's have a quick look at Casper. We'll just put these back and you can see what they're going to grow into in terms of their adults in 1 year, and we can compare one of the babies with him. Ow.
They bite you?
She's just bit me. Ouch. We won't
Change your
compare.
plan.
We'll put her back. Luckily she's got a very gentle bite, she didn't penetrate me. Been working with hatchlings, you're going to get bitten, but no, look, you can see she didn't really hurt me. That's what
So there's the Bamboo Mojave. Get out of the light.
yeah.
Got so many lights in here, it's hard to get shadows.
Yeah.
Got the lovely yellow pattern on the back from the Bamboo.
Yeah. Now I think I might just weigh him and see how big he is, Jared. Did you weigh the hatchlings? I think they're about 74 grams actually, Jared.
Yeah.
Is my guess. And I think what we'll do is we'll weigh Casper to see what he's done in a year in terms of his growth. And I think we'll be using him in the breeding rotation for next year, is the plan, isn't it?
Yeah,
because we've got so many Ultramel girls that are going to be coming up for size, we don't want to put poor Titus under too much work, do we? So we're going to, that's one of the reasons why it's worthwhile when you're doing your breeding. We sold a Mojave Ultramel male last year and we're very pleased for the new owner, and hopefully that will be producing some lovely animals for him. But then with hindsight we realised that males are very important too, and even though you want to sell your males, it's worth keeping one backup male just in case, you know, either the male's not performing or that you've got so many projects that you don't want to you want to spread them out amongst a couple of males, is what we're saying. But let's just have a little look at this fella here. I have a guess, Chad, you've brought him on, you started feeding him when it was a hatchling.
Year old,
so how much do you think he weighs and what do you think is?
I'm guessing 1100.
There he is. Look at his lovely eye. He's a little bit shy, isn't he? But he's beautiful. Well, you like him a lot, Jared. You got quite attached to him over the months you've been feeding him.
Lovely snake.
Yeah. So what we'll do is we'll weigh him. I'm going to say that he's got to be close to 1,000. I would say, Jared.
I reckon he's already hit that.
1,100.
Yeah.
Let's have a little look. 1,255. That is just immense, Jared. Absolutely immense.
Cool.
And that's just one meal a day.
He's less than a year
week.
old, 1 meal a week. He just never misses a meal.
Even in shed. Yeah.
I fed him the day after he came out of the egg. He took a fluff.
Let's have a look at him in the light box, Jared, so you can see how he's doing in the light box as well. There you go. Beautiful animal, wasn't he?
Yeah, he's upside down.
Is he upside down? Lovely deep blue eyes, yeah. And you can see the yellow stripe on his back. 1255 Jared, so he's well able to breed now.
Yeah, he's getting big.
So because he's got bamboo in him as well, we could use him for various projects.
And the nice thing about bells is you're never ever going to hit a normal.
Yeah. So if you use him in your breeding rotation, you'll hit something that's visual.
Either bamboo or Mojave.
Yeah, he's really enjoying his time out. And we were talking about the need for ultraviolet light, Jared, and actually getting the animals out, handling them, taking them outside. And why don't we just do a little experiment? Let's take him outside where the sun's shining, see how he responds to the light from the sun, and also to get his natural colours in the natural sunlight. It's quite nice. Also, it gives me a chance to show off Mandy's new garden that she's doing. Have a little look out there what she's doing for us. So Mandy and I are celebrating our 30th wedding anniversary.
There's the master
in
handle.
August. Yeah. And what we're doing is we are creating a beautiful garden. And let's just take this little fella out. So there isn't that much sunshine today, Jared, but we can just come out and have a little look.
It's quite chilly as well, so I won't stay out too long with him.
But I want him to come out and actually have an experience with some ultraviolet rays that will be coming onto him and seeing how he looks. So he's a beautiful animal, isn't he? You can see him in his natural light. Isn't he lovely? He's one of our favourites.
Same colour as your arm.
What, white? Yeah, and yellow on the other side. Yeah. There you go. What do you think about that, Casper? You're a lovely animal. And anyone that wants to get into the Bell projects, this is a lovely way of getting into them. And he's got this beautiful, look at the patterns on him, Jared. If he's homing and he's got more than a yellow line, I mean, I think...
Yeah, actually, the pattern's bleeding through.
Can you see the pattern coming through there? Now that could be the Mojave and the bamboo coming through there.
Yeah, that's the bamboo.
Oh yeah, look at the bamboo. Yeah. Can you see it?
Yeah.
I haven't really seen it, but bringing an animal out into natural light, I think you see more. The other option you've got is you can buy what they call a black light, can't you? Where you can shine a torch on it and it shows all the hidden patterns, which is another way of trying to ID the snakes. But absolutely gorgeous, Jared. So we can do external photo shoots, and this is one of my favourite areas, Jared, just here. Where we can get beautiful natural looks with the natural trees behind us as well. Isn't that lovely?
Holding nice and still, quick.
Yeah. There you go, Casper.
Nice.
It's getting a little bit of exercise. Right, let's go back in and see how the other clutch are doing. There we go. We'll put Casper back. So yeah, he's a gorgeous animal, Jared, isn't he lovely? And this was our first ever bell that we created, so now we've created 3 bells.
Yeah.
Over 12 months. And there's a chance there's still some more bells to come. And I think, as I say, the 2 males that we're considering selling, I'll show you those as well. At least one of them we might sell. If anyone is interested, we've got Perlo. Now Perlo's going into shed at the moment, so he's probably not the best to show off, but he's the Mojave Lesser. And he was the daddy of the 2 eggs that we cut the other day, which was we put into the cappuccino, didn't we? And this is a super lesser. Now with the lesser, you see there's a slightly bigger topaz. He's got a slightly bigger blue eye, Jared, if you have a look at him, but he's got a lovely temperament. He's a lovely animal. So we are toying with the idea of maybe letting go of one of these males. Which of the 2 would you let go, Jared, if you were to let go one? Perlo, what, the Mojave?
Yeah.
Or keep the super lesser?
Yeah, because that's the Mojave Mocha.
Yeah.
And that's the Mojave Bamboo.
So we've got enough
so
Mojave.
We've got 2 Mojave bells already, so in my eyes it makes sense to definitely have the super lesser.
Keep the super lesser. So
get lesser into the project.
This guy is a proven breeder, so we do know that Perlo does actually produce animals because we put Perlo to cappuccino. Now look how beautiful she's come back into condition, Jared. She's feeding really well, and she's the lesser platy that gave us those 2 beautiful babies. And we're going to do an update on those 2 babies once they shed out. And we've got 1 Mojave and 1 lesser platy in there.
And they'll probably end up for sale.
Yeah.
Both of them.
So if anyone's interested in the Mojave lesser boy, perhaps give Jared a call, or at least give him a shout on Instagram or Facebook, or even message on this comment if you're interested, and see whether we can come to some arrangements. But he is a proven male, and we know that he can produce. So that's that one there. So we've just checked out 2 of the bells, which are now back in position. So the other one we've hit is a Mojave Het Ultramel. Now we believe this is a Mojave, don't we, Jared?
Yeah.
And you can see how beautiful he looks. Now, am I going to get tagged again, Jared?
Let's find out.
He's
get it on camera.
He's in that position, so I think what I'll do is I'll go really carefully behind him, and we'll show him off in the light box, I think. And we should weigh them as well, because I think it's good policy to weigh your babies before they start to be offered food, to see how they grow. But let's just see what he weighs in at. So he is 70 grams, Jared, which is a really healthy size for a hatchling.
Yeah, it's good.
And let's just put him in the light box and just see how he pops in here, Jared, if you want to have a little zoom in. Actually, I think the way to identify them is to put them in the light box, because then you see their true colours.
Even with the Mocha and the normals though. With yeah, with Mojave's definitely easy to tell.
Yeah.
That's definitely Mojave, beautiful snake. But the other two, you'll see what I mean in a minute. They're so hard to ID.
Yeah.
So right now we've got them all as possible Mocha, possible Mocha, possible Mocha.
So let's slip it back carefully because I don't want to get too many tags, Jared. I just want to be able to. Where's his? Oh,
You take it out.
Yeah. Yeah. So whoever's handling these hatchlings is likely to get tagged, but the thing is, the tags don't hurt really.
No.
They're like pinpricks. And I was kind of a year ago. If I went a whole year without being bitten by any snake, but the moment you get more snakes and you're handling them more, and you become more relaxed, if you do get tagged, you tend to be less cautious. You're picking up snakes all the time.
You know it doesn't hurt. So
yeah. So there's your Mojave Het Ultramel, and because we've got so many other females that we want to breed to, we're actually going to hold on to him, and we've only got one. So he's going to be a future backup male for us because we don't want to put Titus under too much pressure, do we, Jared?
No.
And the girls that we've got that are coming on from last year, the Caramac, I'll just show you how beautiful she's looking at the moment. So she is looking gorgeous and she's transferring really well to her adult rack. We'll just weigh her and see what she looks like under the light box, Jared. I'm guessing she's getting close to over 1,000. And isn't she just beautiful though? Just look at that. That's a beautiful Ultramel. So when you're buying into this project, this is the visual gene that you're buying into. And getting a Het Ultramel is a very good way of getting into the project because it's much better priced than a female Ultramel of this size would go for over £1,000. Believe it or not, when they're almost ready to go. Because when I was trying to source one about a year ago, that's what the guy was asking for a female Ultramel. Now they may have come down by a couple of
don't
hundred.
take it as gospel, just in case.
But I mean, the Ultramel is a very sought after gene, so getting in via the Hets is a good way of doing it.
Yeah.
But let's just put her in.
You'd probably buy a baby for 300.
Yeah, so let's just put an adult females, Jared. They are worth their weights in gold with Ultramel.
Yeah.
So just have a little look and see how she's looking. She's looking good, Jared?
Yeah, she's a beautiful snake.
She's getting brighter with age, isn't she? Did you say?
Yeah.
So yeah, she is lovely. Come on, darling. Right, we're going to weigh her, see how much she weighs. So this is becoming quite an Ultramel based facility here. Quite a lot of Ultramels in the facility. She's 1,010, Jared. So she's hit the 1,000 barrier. And there she is. She's looking lovely. And we'll slip her back. Thank you, Caramac. So that's one potential girl that once she's up to size, which I think give her another 6 months, Jan, should be up to size. The way she's eating, so she's got to 1,010, which is pretty good. And we do have two other girls that we've got. One of them is Nova, another one is, which is the Mojave Ultramel girl. So yeah. So getting back to the baby hatchlings in Jared, so we've got the Mojave Ultramels, the two Bels. Now this is the one we need help identifying.
Well, all of them.
Yeah. We've shown them as possible mockers because if we look at the female mocker and we try to ID the babies from the female, we found that really difficult because as they mature, they get like a platinum colour on them, the mockers, and they're quite deep browns. But as baby hatchlings, there's different patterns to these, and there's different colours. But there is a brightness that's brighter than a normal. But would be interesting to get your views on this. But so let's start off with this little one here. So you think it's possibly a mocker, Jared?
Well, I'm not sure with any of them, to be honest. Usually I'm pretty good at IDing snakes, but...
Yeah. There we go. We'll put them in the light box. I'll just have a little look at this one, Jared, and see what your thoughts are.
It's just so hard to tell.
Yeah.
Because there's not much difference between a mocker and a normal.
Yeah. There is as they become adults, but she's got a very dark pattern to her. And she's got quite glowing marks to her as well. So we're going to show them as possible mockers, and then I think what we're going to do is we're going to resex them and try to re-identify them as they get slightly bigger, I think. So how many boys and how many girls did we get? So that's a male.
3 boys, 4 girls.
So we've got 3 boys, 1, 2, 3, which are possible Mocha 100% Het Ultramels, and I think we'll probably end up selling all 3 of those.
Oh wait, 4 boys, 5 girls.
4 boys and 5 girls. Where's the
There's
other
a
one?
clutch of 9. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah. So I think what we'll probably end up doing is selling 4 of the Mocha 100% Het Ultramels. So if you want one of those, look us up. And then I think of the females, we'll probably sell. How many? We've got 4 of those. We'll keep the 2 bells.
Yeah, keep the bells and maybe.
I think we'll keep. Should we just keep one of the Mocha girls, if it is Mocha?
Yeah, it's so hard to tell.
So
if
we'll
it's
probably
Mocha or
make
not.
1 female available, but all the boys will be available. So if you want to get into the female Ultramel project, there'll only be 1 female available. So obviously give us a.
So we're keeping this one, this one, this one, and this one.
So we're going to keep the 2 bells.
Yeah.
We're going to keep. Oh, we've got how
So
many?
there'll be 2 available.
So there's 2 females available. So we've got 2 female Het Ultramels available, which could be possibly Mocha.
And 3 boys.
And we've got 3 boys, so that will give us 5 Het Ultramels.
They'll be up on Morph Market
Yeah.
when they're up to size and had some meals.
We'll get them up to size first. So, and I think really that's about it, isn't it, Jad, on the hatchlings?
Yeah.
Anything going on? Oh, we've got the first shed on the other clutch here, which is the.
The shark clutch.
Yeah. So here we've got one of them has a shark mouth, and one of them is blind. So we had quite an unusual situation here, but we had one that shedded out for us. Which is the shed out, Jad? Should we just have a look at the shed out? There he is.
See them just there.
Yeah. So we could probably show him under the light box if we can. If you let me have a look at him. So let's put him under the light
Are you
box.
showing the no-eyed snake very much?
No, yeah, should we put it in as well?
Well, he's in shed, so I don't want
Yeah.
to scare him too much.
There you go, Jad. Have a look at that beautiful pie, Jad. Look at him, isn't he lovely? Gorgeous looking pie, isn't he? City pie.
He's got a saddle as well at the back that
Yeah.
you can try and get out. So, being shy, but lovely dark head,
Yeah.
and then the saddle at the back.
So we'll sex him or her, and we will let you know which of these are going to be available. And we've got the one that's blind you've seen, and there's 2 others that are going to shed out soon. Both the 2 other pieds, Jared,
Yeah.
they've got some incredible patterns to them, haven't they? Just look at the patterns. That's 3 saddles to a
That's
cine
all.
pied, which is very unusual. This is the one I think we're going to keep because he has got
Shark,
he's got shark mouth, that one.
Might be able to see it from the
Yeah.
side.
But even with shark mouth, Jared, they can eat okay. And I think we'll keep him as a pet. That's what we'll do.
You can see it there.
Yeah,
The bottom jaw doesn't cover the whole way.
yeah. So he won't be available. And we'll keep the blind pied as well, Jared. Those
Yeah.
2 we'll keep. I think the only one that's going to be available probably is this little fella here, or girl, depending on. Let's shed it out and we'll sex it and get it
Yeah.
up to size. But just thought I'd show you a brief update on the cine pieds in case someone is interested in a cine pied as well. Right, so I think that is everything for now. Anything you wanted to add, Jad, at all? Well, I hope you enjoyed the Ultramel trip that we had, and please do feel free to contact us if you would like to get into the project, and we'll do our best to be able to help you there. So thanks for watching, and we shall catch you next time. Bye bye for now.